For y'all be seeing the videos, it'd be like 60 degrees one day, then 60 the next day, then 70, then it'd be 40, then it'd be 30, then it'd be snowing. That's Ohio, man. These videos is back to back. That's why I weather, dog. So today I figured we'd do a welcome to my channel, even though my channel been up, but I never did one, and I kind of want to do it differently. So we're not gonna have no sound effects, just raw conversation. Saying I'm just gonna be me, talk about what the channel gonna be about. So no sound effects, no funny stuff. I might say something, I can't help but to be stupid sometimes. I'm gonna be stupid here and there, but make sure you go to hyphylife.com, promo code CONE, get you some Hyphy Mud 2.0, some Hyphy brains, some Hyphy organs, some Hyphy tests, some gear, something. Support your boy, man. Put your code in. Make sure you hit subscribe too. Because welcome to my channel ain't gonna be worth nothing if y'all don't subscribe, man. You know? Like, what I gotta do to get y'all to subscribe, man? I gotta get a giveaway. What y'all want? What y'all want? What y'all want in the giveaway? I can't give away shit unless y'all subscribe. I ain't that popular yet. Damn. Can't give away nothing. Y'all know what I gotta do to get my Hyphy shit? I gotta fly to LA, arm wrestle Cali, fight 2 alligators. So until I get popular, I can't give you nothing. Y'all want a Midwest Cone shirt? Make sure you hit subscribe and shit. My grandmother used to take me to a store called Woolworth. And I used to always want to get the Incredible Hulk books. So I remember when I went into the magazine section, it was a muscle mag in there. Old school muscle mags. Had Sergio Olivier on the front. And then they had Victor Richards. I probably was 8 years old. And I'll never forget, I brought it to my grandmother like, hey, can I get this? Because it said Sergio Olivier had the world's biggest biceps. And she got it, and I used to look at the little workouts, and then when I got about 14, 15, we had some sand weights in the basement. Shit, I was down there killing. I was getting swole, you know. Actually, that's not what happened. I was down there tearing the basement up, dropping. Hey, listen, you gotta love this shit, man. And you gotta love the humbleness of it, because I done dropped some weight on my chest plenty of times. Man, you know, we from the hood, man. We play sports. Like, I was just talking to OG Silverback about this. Back in the day, we used to drive around the neighborhoods, dude, and just pick a game to play. Like, pick a field, you know, what's happening from, pick a game to play in. You know what I'm saying? Just pick a park. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you was blood, crip, whatever. We just pick a park to play in. Football, basketball. We had challenged the hoods. You know what I'm saying? We get in the car, man, me and my dude Sam, Mister, my dude Dre, Dwight, we would just hop in the car, just go to different spots. So you was an athlete, so your body was built athletic. You know what I'm saying? So when we hit the weights, it was nothing. But, you know, it's crazy that today now, it's so easy to call yourself a personal trainer. Like, I hate that, because back in the day, when I first started working out, it was a disrespect to even think you was a trainer. If you didn't know nothing, you ain't look like shit. I used to have a decent physique, but I ain't know shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And I still learn every day. So when I start seeing how all these new trainers, just because Instagram can give you a like and shit like that and make your knowledge sound good to people who don't know what you're talking about, I don't know nothing about that. Because we would never say that shit back in the day. Well, something funny, man. My first martial art experience, I was 7. My uncle is a black belt in Shotokan karate. So, see, back in the day, man, karate, that shit was, no disrespect to no arts, man. I'm just calling it what it is. Back in the day, karate was different. Like, you wasn't getting black belts at 13 years old. Like, the dudes who was doing karate back in the day they bodies was like, they was like fucking superheroes, dog. So, like the shit I see today, I just feel like it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You can be 13 years old. 13 years old, man, my son 12, man. I still gotta remind that dude to tie his shoe, this, that, and the third. How you gonna have that much responsibility being a black belt in karate at the highest level? Karate different from jiu-jitsu, I get it, but anyway, he a black belt, Shotokan karate. And they took me to the school. I did one class, man. I started crying, man. My mama was mad as hell. Hey, where you from? We from? You better not be crying about no physical nothing. And it was just a simple little class, man. I started crying. I ain't never go back. But I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu now, and I ain't crying. So what you? Okay, so don't be taking that story and thinking that you gonna get off on, because you ain't gonna. Yeah. And that's something, man. With that being said, dude, I developed a violent mentality quickly at a young age, dude. You know, it took me one time to run from the church from somebody, and they don't open the door. They're like, man, you gotta go fight. It took me one time to get that rejection from my family, like, man, shit, you better go fight. But that's just how it was back then, you know what I'm saying? So I'll never forget, man, when I first punched somebody in the face. I was in the 3rd grade, and they failed. And once I did that, dude, I was like, look, man, if I knew what an orgasm was in the 3rd grade, that's what that feeling was. So, and let me just say this. That shit ain't cool, because mentally, man, that shit, when I was younger, before I got into the martial arts, you know what I'm saying, wrestling and all that, that shit had me on some other shit. And it still did, even after that, because everything was violent. So it became so very easy to just get into altercation. And you know, we coming from somebody who seen death early as a teenager, who seen that several times, who knew of death early, but it just wouldn't trigger that. Everybody just ain't trying to fight. So I developed that at a young age, man. It took me a very, very long time to understand that ain't the way to do things, you know? So I, in no way, shape, or form, be promoting violence or thinking it's cool to be the dude that I was, because I'm here to tell you that if you have that issue, then you should try to get, especially if you're from the hood, man. Every kid in the world has seen some traumatizing shit that we can't deal with, and we might not even know it's something that we're dealing with. But if you're from the hood, man, you just seen some of the things, the dope, the murders, the this, that, and the third, then you probably should get yourself some help, man. Straight up. But for me, man, violence was just second nature, man. Shit ain't cool. Yep. That's why I say, man, fitness, jiu-jitsu, those things, you know what I'm saying, kind of reverse some of that aggression. So that's why I be telling, like, when people be saying shit on your posts and shit, they be saying y'all fitness people sensitive. Yeah, because most of us not doing this for vanity. You know what I'm saying? Most of us doing this because this is what we need. Like, fitness really is stopping me from blowing some of y'all shit out. Like, this is no bullshit. Like, I don't want y'all to look at me as I kind of do. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all want me to keep it real? I'm gonna keep it real. If y'all notice, I got a YouTube channel, I got an Instagram. Have y'all ever seen anybody dispute anything I've ever said? Because you know people will expose you if you're full of shit. Ain't nobody dispute my shit, because it's the truth. Fitness is stopping me from knocking some of these motherfuckers out. So like when people come on here and they talk about what you're doing, this and this, and they just, who's sensitive? Is it the person who look at somebody's page and hate on them? Or is it people that's minding their own business trying to inspire and help others? So yeah, this is mental health shit, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, I have a problem when it comes to my emotions and dealing with them in an aggressive manner. This helps. Jiu-jitsu helps. So I am sensitive. Period. And I think most people, the people who hate, y'all probably should do something else too. Because that's a problem too. Insecurity is a fucking mental health problem. I only wanted to do YouTube, man, when I seen Callie and CT Fletcher. Like, I watched a lot of channels. Then I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like people I wasn't relatable. You know what I'm saying? CT Fletcher, his tenacity. You know, Callie just, that personality, it's almost like he was one of the homies. So when it actually aligned up, you know what I'm saying, the universe put it together. And I know people always say shit, you know, like what I should do, who I should collab with. Let me tell you something, man. I've been around, I never sold dope, none of that shit, but I've been around drug dealers and shit, and I've seen how people moved, and I've seen once that one person get a couple dollars, he kind of go to his head. That's what everything in life, business, people get a little bit of spark of something, they want to jump the gun, they don't wait for their turn. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just using this platform, man, and that he helped me build, and I'm going from there. Like I ain't in no rush. You know what I'm saying? My channel's slowly building. As long as y'all like and subscribe, we good. And I keep doing what I'm doing. But just because I got a little bit of, oh, that's calm, that don't mean go jump all off the bridge. I'm not an industry whore. You know what I'm saying? Callie do they collaborations because they already there, so they building a bigger part of their brand. I'm not even there yet. So this how you do shit. This is why people mess up business deals, relationships, just trying to jump onto something, man, just because they got a little bit popping. I ain't like that. That's it, man. This ain't necessarily like a welcome to my channel, kind of just talked about me, but this is me. This is what my channel gonna be based on. A little bit of comedy shit, you know what I'm saying? Martial arts, I'm back doing the jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Just fitness, real stuff. So, hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I know we ain't do our normal, but this is me. This is welcome to my channel. This is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna keep providing content. Now that I'm back on the mat, gonna have more martial art videos. I know everybody wanna see what I eat. I want to see what I eat too, because I don't eat much, but we're going to get to that too. And let me just say this, we're going to do this weight loss too, man, because I'm too heavy. Like, this is another thing I'm going to discuss, man. For you young dudes, man, aspire to be super big, man, let me tell y'all something. This ain't cool. If you ain't getting on nobody's stage and you ain't maintaining this, it's not cool. So we're going to definitely lose this weight too. HighFeelLife.com, promo code CALM. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, or I'm going to beat your ass.